Explorer, you've just arrived in India during a special celebration. But this isn't just any celebration. Today, we're on a mission to find 10 secret treasures of kindness hidden in this bustling marketplace. Keep your eyes and ears open. If you spot a treasure, remember it. I'll ask you later. Look around. What do you see? Bright marigold flowers piled high? Strings of jingling bells? Maybe colorful powders like someone spilled a rainbow across the stalls. Now sniff the air. Sweet mangoes? Warm fried snacks? And is that incense? Step carefully. A little boy is kneeling down to move a tiny bug off the path so no one steps on it. How gentle is that? Namaste, friends. That means I bow to you in Hindi. I'm Laura, your friendly guide here on Faithfully Explore. And today's adventure is called 10 Virtues Treasure Hunt, Jainism's Lakshana. We're going to explore a way of life where people try not to hurt any living thing, not even the tiniest insect, and celebrate 10 qualities that make our heart shine.
Faithfully explore is the name. Learning together is our aim. Beliefs around the globe will track, filling up our belief bag.
Before we start collecting treasures, let's learn a bit more about Jainism. Have you ever heard of Jainism? Let's say it together. Jainism. Jainism began in India long ago and was shaped by 24 wise teachers called Tirthankaras. Jain teachings say that there have been countless time cycles, and in each cycle, 24 Tirthankaras appear to rediscover the eternal truth of right knowledge, right faith, and right conduct. The 23rd teacher, Parshva, taught 4 vows: non-violence, truth, non-stealing, and non-possession. The 24th teacher, Mahavira, added a 5th vow, celibacy or chastity. Together, these vows form the basis of Jain ethics. Jains believe there is no all-powerful creator God. Instead, they believe every soul has the potential to become perfect and free if it follows the right path. They emphasize ahimsa, non-violence above all. Their motto is Ahimsa Paramo Dharma, meaning nonviolence is the supreme religion. Think about that. For Jains, not hurting any living thing is the highest way to live. Jainism teaches that every soul is eternal and shares the qualities of knowledge, energy, and bliss. But souls are trapped in the cycle of birth and death because of karma. The way out is through nonviolence, truthfulness. The way out is through nonviolence, truthfulness, not stealing, celibacy, and non-possession. That's why Jains live gently to stop new karma from sticking and to burn away old karma. Only a few million Jains exist today, but their message is huge. Every living thing, no matter how tiny, has a soul and should be treated with care. That's why many Jains are strict vegetarians, and some even wear a cloth over their mouth and gently sweep the ground in front of them. This is to avoid accidentally harming an insect or breathing in a bug. During a special 10-day festival called Lakshana, which literally means 10 virtues, Jains focus on cultivating 10 supreme qualities: forgiveness, humility, honesty, contentment, truthfulness, self-restraint, austerity, renunciation, non-attachment, and celibacy. Now, that's a lot of words, and those are really big words. So we're going to talk about each one of them so that you can understand what they mean. Each day of Lakshana highlights one virtue, and the festival ends with a beautiful tradition of seeking forgiveness for any harm caused. It's like a superhero training camp for your heart and mind. Now let's focus on our 10 treasures. Each treasure is called a tam in Sanskrit, meaning supreme. They're like 10 jewels you can polish inside yourself. Our first treasure is forgiveness, or uttam kuchma. Imagine your little brother knocks over your Lego tower by accident. Your chest feels tight, your face scrunches up. But then you take a deep breath, let go of your anger, and say, I forgive you. In Jainism, forgiveness isn't just nice, it's essential. The festival ends with everyone saying Mishami Dukatam, which means if I have hurt you, please forgive me. Forgiveness washes away anger, and Jains believe anger is like fire, while forgiveness is the water that puts it out. Repeat after me. Forgiveness is water for my fire of anger.
Forgiveness is water for my fire of anger.
Let's take a second to practice something you might do if you need a minute when you are angry. Scrunch yourself small like a ball of anger, fists tight, shoulders crunched, everything contracted towards the middle of your body. Now release. Stand tall, arms open like the sun, everything relaxed, and say, I forgive you. Feel that? Your body feels so much better. That's just like when you forgive someone. Sit back down, treasure hunter. Treasure number 2 is humility, or uttam mardov, being gentle and modest, not thinking you're better than others. Picture winning a game. Instead of shouting, I'm the best, you high-five your friends and say, good game, everyone. Jains believe humility defeats ego. It's about recognizing that everyone has value and that we can always learn from others. A way to practice humility today is to give a compliment and then don't take credit for it. Ninja kindness. Repeat after me. Humility keeps my heart still.
Humility keeps my heart still.
Treasure number 3 is straightforwardness, or uttam arjav. Honesty without sneaky tricks. Imagine you spill juice on the carpet. Instead of hiding it with a pillow, you say, I spilled juice. Let's clean it up. In Jainism, honesty keeps life simple and untangled. No sticky web of lies. When you're honest, people know that they can trust you. You can practice straightforwardness by, if you mess up today, admit it right away. Notice how much lighter it feels to be truthful. Repeat after me. Truth makes life light.
Truth makes life light.
Treasure number 4 is contentment, or uttam soch, being happy with what you already have. It's also translated as purity, because a content mind is pure and not stained by greed. Imagine you've just finished a big lunch, but you see a big plate of cookies. You want more, but your tummy's already full. Contentment is saying, no thanks, I'm good. Jains believe that craving more and more possessions weighs down the soul. Contentment lightens the heart. To practice contentment, every time you catch yourself saying, I wish I had, stop and name 3 things you're grateful for instead. Repeat after me. What I have is enough.
What I have is enough.
Treasure number 5 is truthfulness, or uttam satya, telling the truth with kindness. That means not just saying what's real, but saying in a way that helps, not hurts. If your friend shows you a messy drawing and asks, do you like it? Instead of blurting, it's really ugly, find something true and kind to say, like, I love the colors you chose. Words are powerful. Jains teach that truthful words build trust, while lies or harsh words hurt. To practice truthfulness, give one honest and kind compliment today. Repeat after me. Is it true? Is it kind? If yes, speak your mind.
Is it true? Is it kind? If yes, speak your mind.
Before our next treasure, let's take a calming breath to fill our bodies with peace. Hold up one hand, fingers spread. Those are like your 5 birthday candles on a cake. Inhale through your nose, blow out your thumb candle. Inhale again, blow out the pointer. Keep going until all 5 pretend candles are blown out. You just filled your body with calm. Treasure number 6 is self-restraint or uttam samyam. Being your own coach. It means controlling your actions, your words, and even your thoughts. Picture a big bowl of popcorn during movie night. You want to gobble it all down, but you know others want some too. Self-restraint is stopping yourself from taking too much and leaving plenty for everyone else. Or maybe someone teases you. Instead of yelling or hitting, you take a deep breath and respond calmly. Each time you say no to one more cookie or yes to remaining calm, you're strengthening your self-control muscles. To practice self-restraint, pick one thing you really want to do today. Eat more cookies, skip your chores, stay on screens all day. Practice saying, "Not right now." And that's you becoming stronger on the inside. Repeat after me. I am the boss of me.
I am the boss of me.
Treasure number 7 is austerity or uttam tap. Austerity is a big word for doing something hard on purpose so that you can grow stronger on the inside. Monks may fast for days or meditate for hours. For us, austerity can be simpler, waking up early to help in the garden or giving up candy for a day. It's not about punishing yourself. It's about practicing patience, gratitude, and willpower. To practice austerity, choose one small hard thing and try to do it today with a smile. Repeat after me. I grow strong when I do hard things.
I grow strong when I do hard things.
Treasure number 8 is generosity or uttam tyag. It could be as simple as sharing your snack or as big as donating a favorite toy. In Jainism, renunciation means giving up attachments, not clinging to things, and being willing to help others. Do you remember that warm, fuzzy feeling when you give something away and see someone smile? That's this treasure at work. To practice generosity, give something away today. Time, a smile, a helpful hand, or an object you no longer need. Repeat after me. My open hands make a happy heart.
My open hands make a happy heart.
Treasure number 9 is non-attachment or uttam akinchan. Knowing that it's okay to enjoy things, but not clinging to them so tightly that you can't be happy without them. Jains call this supreme possessionlessness. It's the advanced version of contentment and generosity combined. Have you ever lost a balloon that floated up to the sky? Instead of throwing a tantrum, you take a deep breath and say, well, it's gone. I had fun while it lasted. Maybe someone else will see it and smile. That's non-attachment in action. To practice non-attachment, find one thing in your room you could happily give away or recycle today. Notice how it feels to let it go. Repeat after me. My joy is not in things.
My joy is not in things.
Now stand up for a second and hold your arms tight across your chest like you're guarding a pile of stuff. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, fling your arms open wide and shake out your fingers. Let it go. Do you feel lighter? That's what generosity and non-attachment do. Our final treasure is celibacy, also called chastity or uttam brahmacharya. For monks, this means never marrying or having romantic relationships. For kids and families, it's about treating our bodies and our feelings with respect, keeping your body safe and not letting others use it for the wrong reasons. You also don't joke or gossip about other people's bodies. When you grow up, you might make promises of love and partnership. This virtue teaches us to wait until we're ready and to honor those promises that we make. To practice celibacy, respect your body and others' bodies. Choose kind words. Dress in what makes you feel comfortable. And don't tease others about how they look. That's living Uttam Brahmacharya. Repeat after me. My body is a gift I respect.
My body is a gift I respect.
Woo! We found all 10 treasures. What treasures do you remember?
Forgiveness, humility,
Straightforwardness.
contentment,
Truthfulness. Self-restraint.
Austerity.
generosity,
Non-attachment.
celibacy.
Give yourself a high five. Which one do you think would be the hardest for you? What about the easiest? Take a moment to pause and tell your grown-up or just think about it. For me, the hardest might be contentment. I love gadgets and have to remind myself that I don't need the newest and greatest of everything. We've gathered all 10 treasures. Now we're leaving the busy market behind and stepping toward a beautiful Jain temple during the Lakshana festival. You find yourself standing at the gates of a peaceful temple garden. In front of you is the temple made of smooth white marble, carved with delicate designs. It almost looks like a castle made out of giant sugar cubes, but it's cool and solid to the touch. You slip off your shoes. Everyone leaves their shoes outside as a sign of respect. The marble floor feels cool under your feet. As you walk in, you smell incense and fresh flowers. The main hall is open and filled with soft light. You see statues of beings sitting calmly. These are the Tirthankaras, the great teachers of Jainism. Families quietly bow and offer plates of fruits. Some kids your age are helping their parents arrange colorful offerings. In a corner of the temple, you notice a small group of people around a monk dressed in white, simple clothes. The monk has a white cloth covering his mouth and is holding a tiny feather-soft broom. You watch curiously as the monk walks. He's sweeping the floor lightly with each step. At first you wonder, is the floor dirty? But then you remember, he's sweeping the path so he doesn't accidentally step on any little insects. And the cloth on his mouth? That's to avoid breathing in a tiny fly by mistake, because he believes every little bug has a soul. The monk sees you watching and gives you a warm eye smile. You continue walking. In one corner, some people are reading from Jain scriptures or holy books. In another, a group of kids is sitting in a circle. A teacher is telling them a story about one of the virtues. You tiptoe closer to listen. Now the teacher sees you and asks,
Would you like to join us in a short meditation on kindness?
You nod and sit with the other children. The teacher says,
Close your eyes.
and you do.
Think of a person or even an animal you love.
He whispers, you picture your favorite person.
Feel love in your heart for them. Now spread that feeling like sunbeams to the whole world, to people you know, people you don't know, and all living beings, big and small.
You imagine your love as golden light shining outward, touching every creature, from elephants to tiny ants.
This is ahimsa.
The teacher says softly.
Non-violence, love for all.
You feel a tingling warmth. Now take 3 slow breaths with me to soak in all that feeling. Breathe in, fill your belly with air, and out. In, and out. One more, in, and out. You might still feel that calm and kindness inside. That was pretty magical. Now let's have some fun with what we learned. It's game time. We're going to play Choose the Jain Virtue. I'll tell you a little story scenario and you get to decide how you'd act. Then we'll figure out which virtue that choice matches. If you're ready to play, say Jai.
Jai.
Let's get started. Your friend came over and accidentally broke your favorite action figure. You feel tears in your eyes and anger welling up. Your friend looks really sorry and a bit scared that you'll explode. How do you respond? Option A, yell at them. I can't believe you. You're so clumsy. And refuse to play anymore. Option B, You're upset, but you say, I know it was an accident. I forgive you. Let's see if we can fix it together. What would you do? If you chose option B, forgiveness, you just sparkled with the virtue of forgiveness. That's exactly what Jains celebrate on day 1 of Lakshana. You let go of anger and chose friendship over fury. Bravo! Next, you're doing homework and accidentally spilled juice on your older sister's laptop. Oh no! Your sister finds it and asks, do you know what happened? She looks upset. Option A. You tell the truth. I'm sorry I spilled juice on it. It was an accident. Let's clean it. Option B. You lie and say, no idea, maybe the cat did it. What do you choose? If you chose option A, to tell the truth, you've got the jewel of truthfulness shining bright. Telling the truth, even when it's tough, is brave and builds trust. Your sister might still be annoyed, but she'll know she can trust you for being honest. One last one. There's one cookie left in the jar. You and your friend both notice it, and you both love cookies. Your friend hasn't said anything, but you know they'd be happy to have it. What do you do? Option A, snag the cookie and gobble it up before anyone can say chocolate chip. Or option B, offer to split it or even let your friend have the whole thing since you had one yesterday. Your tummy is saying, take it, but your heart is whispering, share. Which do you listen to? If you chose option B, share or give it away, you just demonstrated generosity. That's the jewel of giving and not being possessive. It means you value friendship and kindness over a treat for yourself. You get that sweet feeling inside of doing the right thing. Great job playing, everyone! This game showed how these 10 virtues can shine in everyday situations. Give yourselves a little cheer for all your good choices. Huh, do you hear that water? We're standing at the edge of a wide river. But look, there's a bridge made of colorful planks. Each plank is a virtue with friends from other religions and cultures who share these same values. It's our friendship bridge. Let's walk across it together. Our first plank is ahimsa. Remember, that means that Jains choose to live with non-violence. On the other side, our Buddhist friends greet us. They also believe in compassion for all living things. Buddhists and Jains both believe in never hurting living beings intentionally. In fact, many Buddhists are vegetarians too. And Buddhist monks sometimes gently remove bugs from their temples instead of squishing them. Does that sound familiar? Plank 2 is truthfulness. In Christianity and Judaism, there's a commandment, thou shalt not lie. Telling the truth is a core value there, just as truthfulness is for Jains. Every culture praises honesty. Think about your family or school. If you're caught lying, it's seen as bad, right? That's universal. Truth is golden everywhere. Plank 3, forgiveness. In Islam, one of God's names is the most forgiving. Hindus have a saying, forgiveness is the ornament of the brave. It seems across the world, people agree that forgiveness heals. Plank 4, generosity and non-attachment. In Islam, there's zakat, which is giving to the poor. Many indigenous traditions share food and resources with the whole community. In Buddhism, monks own very little and depend on the generosity of others. So around the world, we're not so different after all. We made it across our friendship bridge. Look around. There are friends from many faiths, cultures, and places smiling at each other. These virtues are like a rainbow arching over the whole world. When we practice them, we're not just part of one tradition, we're part of a global team of kindness. This week, you're not just an explorer, you're a Virtue Quest hero. Your mission: complete all 10 virtues in 10 days. Here's how this challenge will work. Step 1, make your virtue cards. Write each virtue on a small piece of paper and fold them up and put them in a jar, hat, or bowl. Step 2, daily draw. Each morning, pick one virtue without looking. That's your hero power for the day. Your mission is to practice it at least one time before bedtime. Step 3, hero log. At dinner or bedtime, tell your family how you used your hero power. Maybe you forgave your sibling quickly. Maybe you practiced self-restraint by stopping after just one cookie. You can even make a virtue tracker chart or print ours out from faithfullyexplore.com. Put stickers or check marks for each one you complete. By the end of the week, you'll have a rainbow of kindness and some awesome hero stories to share. Before we leave Jainism today, let's pack up 3 lessons from our adventure. 3 things that are easy to remember and ready for you to use anytime. Our first thing that we're adding to our belief backpack is let kindness lead. Say to yourself, when in doubt, choose kind.
When in doubt, choose kind.
If someone bumps into you, spills your drink, or says something mean, take a deep breath before reacting. Ask yourself, what's the kindest way I can respond? It might be forgiving quickly, helping them fix the mistake, or simply walking away without getting more angry. The next thing we want to remember from this adventure is to tell the truth gently. Say to yourself, truth plus kindness equals trust.
Truth plus kindness equals trust.
When you need to be honest, think before you speak. If your friend's drawing is messy, don't blurt, it's ugly. Instead, find something true and encouraging. That way you stay truthful while keeping feelings safe too. And our last thing we're taking away from Jainism is share what you can. Say to yourself, open hands, open hearts.
Open hands, open heart.
Look for one thing to share each day. Half your cookie, a turn on your favorite game, or just some time helping a friend. Sharing doesn't mean you lose, it means you both win. If you can remember these 3 lessons, let kindness lead, tell the truth gently, and share what you can, you're already living the heart of Jain virtues in everyday life. Now it's story time! I have a special Jain story that shows the power of nonviolence and forgiveness in action. Get comfy and listen close. This is the tale of Mahavira and the angry snake. Long ago in India, in a quiet forest near a village, there lived a fearsome cobra snake named Shankasik. This snake was known by all the villagers to be very dangerous. It would hiss and strike at anyone who dared to come near its burrow under the banyan tree. People were terrified to even walk by that area. One day, a wise and kind monk wandered into that forest. It was Mahavira, the very teacher who helped shape Jainism. Mahavira had taken a vow of ahimsa, or nonviolence, so seriously that he wouldn't hurt a soul, not even a mosquito biting his arm. Mahavira came near the banyan tree unaware that this was the snake's territory. He decided to sit down under the tree to meditate, closing his eyes and becoming very still. The villagers saw him and got worried. They whispered,
"Oh no, he's right near that snake's home. We should warn him."
A couple of villagers approached cautiously and said,
"Sir, a huge angry cobra lives here. It might attack you. Please move away."
But Mahavira opened his eyes, smiled calmly, and said,
Don't worry. I carry no fear and no weapons. I only have love for that cobra.
The villagers were perplexed. Love for a snake? This monk was either very brave or very foolish, they thought. They stayed at a safe distance to watch, just in case disaster struck. Sure enough, the cobra sensed someone in his territory. He slithered out of his hole, tongue flicking, and saw Mahavira sitting there peacefully.
How dare a human sit so close to me?
The snake thought. He expected the man to scream or run away, but Mahavira didn't flinch at all. He just sat in meditation, eyes gently open. The lack of fear made the snake even angrier. Shandakashik reared up, spreading his hood, looking as fearsome as possible. It spat venom, trying to scare this intruder. Still, Mahavira stayed calm, breathing slowly, with kindness in his eyes. The snake was really confused. Usually everyone ran or threw stones by now. The monk was just sitting, gazing softly. Shandakashik decided to attack more directly. He lunged and bit Mahavira's foot. The villagers watching gasped in horror, but Mahavira did not scream or hit the snake. In fact, he felt no anger or hatred, only concern for the snake's state of mind. Legend says that instead of blood, a few drops of milk oozed from the wound. As if Mahavira's body was so pure and non-violent, even the snake's poison turned to milk. Mahavira slowly opened his eyes fully and looked at the snake with great love. He spoke to the snake in a gentle voice.
Calm yourself. Be peaceful. I do not wish to harm you, my friend.
He even reached out and softly pet the snake on the head like you might pat a puppy. Now imagine you're that snake for a second. You've just bitten this guy, and instead of anger, he's calling you friend and patting you kindly on the head. The snake was utterly taken aback. Shandakashik began to feel this warm, calming energy from Mahavira. His wild anger started melting away. His raised hood lowered. For the first time in his life, Shandakashik felt peace. The villagers couldn't believe their eyes. They inched closer, amazed to see the once dangerous cobra now coiled quietly at Mahavira's feet. Mahavira continued to speak softly.
In this world, anger only causes pain. I forgive you for biting me. May you be free of your anger too.
The great snake bowed its head as if it understood. After a while, Shandakashik slithered back into its hole calmly. Mahavira stood up, unhurt, and the villagers cheered. Mahavira had shown that love and non-violence are stronger than any fury. The story says that Shandakashik never troubled the villagers again. In fact, some say whenever it came out, it was as gentle as a garden snake, as if the snake itself learned peace from that day. So the moral of the story is that peace and kindness can overcome anger and fear. When we meet anger with love, even the scariest snakes can calm down. Remember this tale of Mahavira and Shandakashik whenever you feel yourself getting angry or facing someone else's anger. A calm, loving approach can do miracles. As Jains believe, ahimsa parma dharma, non-violence is the supreme way of life. Today we rang temple bells, we traveled in our imaginations, and we learned how some ancient Jain wisdom can guide us even today. The 10 treasures of Jainism: forgiveness, humility, honesty, contentment, truthfulness, self-control, austerity, generosity, non-attachment, and celibacy aren't just fancy words. They're things you and I can practice every day to make our lives brighter. Jains often end gatherings by saying Michami Dukadam, which, as we learned, means I ask forgiveness if I've harmed you in any way. So to you, dear listeners, Michami Dukadam, if I got anything wrong or accidentally offended someone, I truly aimed to be respectful and kind. Thank you for forgiving me if I slipped up. What if I told you that who you are is shaped by all the people around you? That's the heart of what we'll be learning about next time, Ubuntu, a beautiful African philosophy that says, I am because we are. In this episode, we'll journey to Southern Africa, hear stories that show how kindness and community make us stronger, and even try a game that proves we're all connected. Get ready to explore Ubuntu, where me and we come together. Until then, keep those 10 virtues in your backpack. This is Laura from Faithfully Explore saying Jai Janendra and goodbye. Be kind, be curious, and remember, a more peaceful world begins with a peaceful you. Have a great week, explorers.